What up, though, YouTube? It's your girl Lolo. Happy New Year. Y'all thought I forgot, huh? Probability number theory number 2. Okay, y'all. Here we go. Guess what? If Papa was a rolling stone, wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left him was alone. If Papa had 15 kids and all the siblings did not know each and every one of each other, and they kept reproducing over and over again, and you don't know who you reproducing with, it's a possibility you might be reproducing with very similar DNA. Very similar DNA, which is, again, if you have a sexual encounter with someone, y'all, bear with me now. If you have a sexual encounter with someone and say it's one of your family members, and you have a child, and it becomes a form of retardation, whether it's physical or mental. When I say form of retardation, the different forms could be mental. The mental part of it could be bipolar, schizophrenic, ADHD, autism. Yeah, possibility. That's a form of retardation, mental retardation. Yeah, very similar DNA. I say this to say, your conscious, only you know. Think inside of your head. It might not be me, it might not be you, but it might be some other people out here. Think inside of your head how much you know about your partner and who their family is, and if they know who their family is. Think about it. Some women get with men and they have babies and they don't even know their first name, their last name. All they know is their street name, Pookie, B, things like that. Back in the day when family members look at that particular child and say, oh, she think that's her daddy, but that's cousin such and such daughter. I'm telling you, this can happen where you match up with very similar DNA. It happens all the time. When you go to the hospital, sometime when it's time to deliver a baby in the procedure, excuse me, during your prenatal visits, I know some people out there have been asked a question with their partner. Is it a possibility that you all might be related? When you get married, they ask the same question, because things happen. Out here, there's different cultures that are out here that marry their own cousins. And I've asked around and did research about that. Some of them have autism. 2 cousins now, first cousins. Again, I do believe it just don't stop with the first cousins. That bloodline, if it's similar, you still can make a child that can have some form of retardation, which could be the mental part. This may be the reason why we're having the mental breakdowns out here now that we're having more often now than before. And I get it. They say a lot of this comes from COVID and the things we went through with COVID, but this was happening before COVID. And they try to blame it on some of the different weed that they have out here or things like that. No, this was way before this situation happened. This is from the seed on the beginning. Similar DNA. Very, very similar DNA. If you don't know, then you don't know. That's why we need to get to know our partners. Y'all, get to know who you lay down with. Yeah, I get it. Sometimes you might have some mental on the father's side, some mental on the mother's side. But I still say, very, very, this is a small world, y'all. Small world. Very similar DNA can match up and can cross one another and produce this mental babies out here very, very often now. Yes, being born, they say Tylenol. Oh, Tylenol is the reason why we have autistic children or this or that, and the Tylenol. People been taking Tylenol for ages. Why, if I took Tylenol, my child didn't have it. My 14-year-old don't have it, but I'm dealing with the 29 and 30-year-old with mental breakdowns, schizophrenic, bipolar. One having what they call thyroid storms and doing crazy stuff, back and forth in and out of prison. More and more this is happening, y'all. More and more this is happening. And we need to find out why. I know y'all sitting there saying, like, what is she talking about? This and that. I know somebody out here that are very brave enough to tell you that they have had relations with a family member and their child have came out with these issues. So why can't they just go ahead and just come out and connect it, and then we can try to prevent this? No, this is why we had big mamas out here that had family reunions. We kept our family. We knew each other. We didn't cross each other and fall in love with each other, and it was too late and we couldn't take those feelings back. We knew who we belonged to. No more big mamas. Very, very little big mamas that's still here, that's left to keep us together, to tell us who we are, and a couple of Uncle Charlie saying, that's your cousin, girl, you can't be looking at him like that, or that's your cousin, boy, you can't be looking at her like that. It's no more of them. So people are just sleeping with one another, and you don't even know who you're sleeping with. I'm just saying, do your research, be a little more careful. We need to find out why we having issues all the time. You look at it on the news, these kids are shooting one another, killing their own family members, mentally, having mental breakdowns. And the police is tired. We're tired. They trying to attack the police. They have family members too. They have to go to. They have sisters. They have brothers. They have fathers or mothers. They're human too. Everybody go through something, but we need to find out. Just get to the root of it. Know where your roots come from. Before we start reproducing. Just try to figure it out. It's a small world again, y'all. And I know y'all know. Very, very small world. And I know some of you all have found out this, that you have produced a baby by a family member. Very similar DNA. So I'm just saying, be careful, y'all. Know who you know who you with, and let's just do better. So, talk to you all in a minute. Bye. And again, Happy New Year.